Hey everybody, it's Andrew from Uplink, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about why it's important to hire a smart home integrator before you build your home. Okay, so we're in what is going to be the customer's kitchen, and as you can see, we've got some speaker brackets in the ceiling. The purpose of these and why it's important to actually do this before you drywall the home is because we're able to actually solidify the location of the speakers so that they're going to look symmetrical in the room. We line them up with the lighting. We also have these blue vapor barriers that are going to protect the speaker from the insulation that's in the attic, and it also prevents insulation from falling down into the room. This will actually improve the performance of the speaker and make them sound better, make them last longer because they're not going to get covered in insulation and fiberglass. One of our maxims at Uplink is that we believe technology should be experienced and not seen. So like instead of having a speaker on your counter, you get to have beautiful speakers in the ceiling that you're not really going to have to see. They're going to be nice and flush with the drywall, and they're just going to give you great sound. That's the result that you want. You don't want to see it, you don't want to think about it, you just want it to do the thing, which is give you music. So that's the importance of doing that early, because if we wait until this room was drywalled, it would be very difficult, honestly almost impossible to replicate this result again. All right, I'm going to show you something else we've done in the kitchen. Just come over here. So we've got some dining room speakers in here, and these will pair with the kitchen speakers, so you have a nice vibe of, like, you know, hanging out, cooking, entertaining in the kitchen. As you move into the dining room, the music is still playing in there as well. Okay, so something else that we're going to be doing in this kitchen is we're going to be putting an Echo Show 15 on the wall, which is a touchscreen display that allows you to control your smart home. We want this to be sleek on the wall. Again, you need to consider this before you insulate and drywall the home. So we've got a bracket here where the power connector is going to come from. We've got this adapter spot down here. This is going to be inside of a cabinet, so you're not going to see it, allowing you to have a nice, flush, clean look for the Echo Show, just like we did in this other home. Okay, so we're going to go to the office now. I probably don't need to bore you by talking about the speakers again, but we have two speakers in here. We also have some coax cable and some Ethernet cable. That'll be for plugging in laptops, printers. This is a rural property, so he's probably gonna have Bell satellite TV because he's not gonna be able to get conventional TV here. And then let's go to the master bedroom. And this is a location for a TV. What we've done is we've got two Ethernet cables here. We have a coax cable. One of the coax cables will probably be for Bell satellite TV, and then this will be for plugging your TV directly into the internet, and the other one is for plugging in, you know, like a streaming box or something like that. We're also going to be doing Starlink here. It's really important to have the whole home wired so that you get an amazing, fast, reliable connection at every device. Okay, so now we've moved into the great room, and we've got 4 ceiling speakers in a vaulted ceiling. And again, really want to solidify the location of these speakers to make sure that the drywaller isn't going to be, you know, covering them up or hiding the wires on us. We can't find them later. So we've got 4 speaker brackets there. We've got those insulation barriers behind the speaker, which is going to improve the sound. And we've lined these speakers up with the lighting so that they're going to look symmetrical in the room. They're going to be nice, neat, tucked away. All you have to experience is the great sound that's going to come out of those speakers, and you'll only see those little tiny white speaker grills in the ceiling. Technology should be experienced and not seen. This is how you do it. All right, guys, so we're just going to go out onto the front deck. We've got a little bit of stuff out here as well. So the trim is done, so you can see more of what a finished look is for the speakers here. There will be grills that will cover up kind of the rough edging of the trim there. And then right here we've got a wire for a smart doorbell. We'll have a video doorbell here. We're going to have a smart lock at the front door as well, but that stuff will come later. There is going to be a 50-foot TV tower here. We've got a sonotube in the ground, and the reason that we're putting that up is because the customer needs to have a Starlink system. So we're going to get that up high in the sky to make sure there's no obstructions for the view. and then we might potentially be putting in a cell phone booster as well. So that's also part of the project. It's going to provide internet for the whole home, but we'll have that on the tower once we get the tower done. Okay, so it's a bit dark down here, but we're in the electrical room, and as you can see, like the sheer volume of cabling that we've had to run through this home, it's not like something that you can really do after the drywall and insulation is done. It's very difficult. You'll have to see the cabling. In this kind of a setup, if we're able to run the wires just like the electricians, just like the guys putting the ductwork in the home, run the cabling when you've just got the framing done, we're able to hide all of this stuff inside the walls. We're able to bring every single cable down into the electrical room. We're going to have a rack unit here that's going to store all the equipment. You're going to have fast, reliable connections to all your devices because they're going to be wired. This is really the way that this is supposed to be done. It's the proper way to do it, and it's only possible if you hire a smart home integrator early in your home design process. So we're down in the basement again, and this is just going to be like a TV entertaining area. Grandkids and whatnot is kind of the vision for this space. We've got cables for TV, wired fast connections, and we've got some speakers in the ceiling as well. So essentially this is the project, and it's super important that you consider this stuff before you build your smart home, because after you drywall and insulate, none of this is possible. It's going to be a mess. It's going to cost a lot of money. It's going to be ugly. You're going to be cutting holes everywhere. It's going to be a total nightmare, and just avoid it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get an integrator to create a vision for you of what kind of a smart home you think you would want, and just run the cabling. That's like not very expensive to do. Just get the cables done. Then you can build upon that system. You could have a very minimal investment and still have the structures in place. It'd be like trying to put an outlet in the middle of your kitchen island when the home's completely finished. An electrician's going to look at you and laugh. It's the same thing as the smart home integrator. If you think you might want something in the future, do the wiring now. All right, guys, that's the tour of this home. I can't wait to show you the video when it's finished. Again, it's super important to consider these things before you build your smart home. So contact an integrator early, just like you would an electrician. Get the foundation of your smart home created, and then it's something that you'll be able to build upon in the future. Thanks for watching. I hope it didn't bore you. Like, subscribe, comment below if you have any ideas. If you're building a smart home or you've done something differently, you want to talk about it, let me know.